Hey guys, it's Amber. Thank you guys. We're gonna go ahead and do ourselves get ready with me. It is 2:24 p.m. That's a birthday. And it's Thursday, July 13th. Let's jump into this. I've been doing a few things that are slightly different. Um to get that like dewy glow because I'm 42. You know it. You know it, guys. Also, I think I'm gonna put nails on today. I see there's like a huge trend in these fake nails. And I think I want to jump on board. Testing out this little guy. Right there. Look at myself tanner. I was so dumb. I put these drops on with the lotion, which I did like research to see what was the best drugstore um moisturizer for like dry, itchy skin. This was definitely one of those. I've never seen it before. Very thick, very moisturizing, and I want to mix it together so it doesn't take the thickness away. So the consistency of this is like water. So together, it's like the perfect consistency. Your legs, oh my gosh, will feel so like moisturized. You can feel you can feel it. Yeah, I didn't wash my hands. I knew that, and I said, well, I didn't want to get out of bed. My lazy ass didn't want to get out of bed and wash my hands. So I'm like, okay, we're just gonna deal with it. You hear that kid in there? You hear that kid in there? I was having a very testy morning. I just got off of a Zoom with the CEO people from pharmacy, and like they're doing this cruise incentive. I don't do cruises just because I would get car sick. I get car sick. I would get really sick on a cruise, and my mom went on a cruise back in like the 80s and hated it. She was sick and miserable the whole time. Like if you go there and you realize you are sick, where you gotta go? You gonna get on a boat? You gonna jump in the water and we'll go back? You're stuck. I don't know. You probably take Dramamine or something. But we're gonna do this combo and see if I like that better. I did the CC with this. I did the Butter Glow. I did a little poll, and you guys liked this better than the L'Oreal, like that Lumi stuff. I'm gonna mix it on my hands. I don't want to do too much though. I think that's enough foundation. So yesterday I did the CC cream, and I thought it was just a little too dewy. Like I had to touch up a few times. And this stuff will cover anything. And I have so many friends that are picky that love this foundation, and the reason being is because it's lightweight. You don't feel it. I don't know if that's going to be enough. We like the no makeup kind of thing nowadays. And I'm liking the dewy look. Now, 4 years ago, no, I'm talking like 2 years ago, I was all matte. Matte, 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 matte. I did not. I was always told that the imperfections would be like more, more noticeable because I have acne scarring and like huge ass pores. A huge ass pores. A little dark. We're just gonna fake it till we make it. I mean, it is a bronzer. Okay, but anyways, this and there's no harsh chemicals in here, so you gotta kind of shake it up a little bit. But it feels like your face, your skin. Let me see if you like how this looks. I usually do concealer next. We're gonna do the contour and then work our way up. Let's go get closer. I started. I don't know what that. That's a bird. Started these supplements. I took it yesterday for the first time. And I felt way happier yesterday. So maybe it's a fluke that it worked. I don't know. I mean, it's not going to make you just be happy about everything. It's up there. It's like
Ashwanda? Ashwanda. Ashwanda?
brightening it a little bit more with this lighter stuff. And we're going to go right in. We're going to blend. We're going to blend. I'm trying to get my office cleaned out. I don't want to be here anymore. This is not my setup. I have an office downstairs that done, but the house got redone, and it has stuff in it. It needs to be cleaned out. It needs to be organized. I need a desk. I need all the things. I've been doing this for 6 years. I'm going on 7. And when I started this journey, I had a very, very tiny, I had this little vanity since I was 18. So like 30 years old. So when I started this, I had nothing. I had like a $30 or a 30-year-old vanity that was this big with like one little drawer. Remember, I don't know if you remember, the real little vanities had a little circle mirror, and then it was wooden, had one drawer, and then you had a little stool, not even a backing on the stool. It was just a stool with like a flower cushion. And I put it in the bathroom in the corner. And I put like a sheet behind me. A lot of people did like the backgrounds, and I wanted to hide the toilet because behind me was a window in the toilet, and it wasn't. This house was like not pretty, so I needed to like camouflage everything. Okay, so we're doing the spray. We're gonna let that kind of set. If I don't find my hand fan or my little hand fan, someone's gonna get it. Someone's gonna get this.
See this finger? See this thumb? See this fist? You better run!
This, and I just love the way it looks. It's just so finely milled, and you don't need a lot. It's like a matte. Going to press that under the eye for a little bit, like that. Okay, here, down there, like that. I'm gonna push that in. Just gonna push it everywhere. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna push that in. This little guy here and see if I don't know. We're just gonna do it. In the comments, how old do I look? Dressed like this. You guys know I'm 42. I don't see why I gotta dress like I'm 42. I mean, I don't look like a teeny bopper, but this is what I like. It's comfortable. I got a pair of biker shorts on, just around the house. Got my hair up in cute little pigtails. Let's go! If you want it, we're gonna scald this sucker. We're gonna just do it like right here. Let's go! I was like serious. Did you see that? Like I wasn't talking, I was serious. Put this into your brow. Leave this spot empty. Okay, now I'm gonna try something a little different. We're gonna blend it a little bit better, like that. And leave a space right here. Now here's where I need a littler brush. Well, this take this white shade and I want to tell you guys a story. Yes. So I was telling you about my desk. So when I first started this journey, I had that little tiny desk, and I was in the bathroom. I used a comforter at the very first live I did on Facebook, and then I put like a blue sheet back there, and it wasn't like ironed. It was like it wasn't smooth. It looked awful, but I didn't know any better. To me, that was like an upgrade. My next upgrade, my next upgrade was to move my stuff upstairs, and this was before the house was done. So this room here was awful. The ceilings were like brown from the water leakage from the roof. I remember when the desks were there. This house wasn't like sturdy, so you every time you walked, like everything shook. And I had a background, and if that background would have fell, the mess they would have seen behind it. And it's not like, and we just had so much stuff. And back then, I didn't like cleaning, or I don't know what it was. I had the mentality that
when you polish a turd, it's still a turd. And that's
how I felt about this house. And the reason I know that, like I could have fixed it up and did all this cutesy stuff to it, but it wouldn't have looked better. Like it needed remodel. The walls needed to be knocked down, needed repainted, and like there was no nothing to make it look better. I don't care if you cleaned like had the no. It needed more. It needed like a whole renovation. So and I don't know how much you believe in this stuff, but there was like an entity here, okay, and they had to like bless it, get it out of here. And I'm telling you what, take this with it, listen with an open mind. It drained my energy. It just like sucked the life out of me. It felt like I wouldn't do anything. I was not motivated. Another thing too, they say that your surroundings have a lot to do with your mental game. Like, if you have a lot of stuff surrounding you, like no organization, but have a lot of stuff, and it's just like, because that's what it was. I didn't have an organization. It makes you miserable, and your mentality is in a poor place. The one room was literally storage, and we started to do like remodeling over there, and my ex or my baby daddy started ripping down the walls. So that room had half of the walls, most of the walls ripped down, so it was just, you could just see like the 2x4s. So I moved from in here to over there because I needed like a space of my own, because I was growing and having so much makeup to begin, like a lot of stuff. I was with Unique then, I wasn't with Pharmacy. I went over there, and it was so cold because there was no insulation. It was just like the wall. It was like the wood, and there was the outside. There was nothing to buffer the room, the wall, because usually you have insulation and the outside. So it was just outside, wood, me. It was rather cold in there when it was wintertime, so I had to put this big box heater in there. It would just make it bearable for me, like in the dead of winter. So it'd be really, really cold, really, really cold. I would be fine. And sometimes when the roof leaks or when it was raining and I'd be live, I had to put buckets in the room to catch the rain water. So sometimes in my live, if you were lucky, you would hear the little drip bowl, bowl. The drips going into the bowl. Everybody knew. Everybody knew. I don't think I sugarcoated it. Like, nobody's seen the inside of this house. Nobody. I never gave a house tour. Nothing. I if I would have known what the outcome would have been, I would have showed you guys, because I was just so embarrassing. It was embarrassing, really. And I mean, it was livable. Don't get me wrong. But it was just barely. And then when I got with Richard, he got us out of it, and that's when we moved. My whole life, I've never trusted a man enough to live with them. I have done it, and every time it was negative. It did not turn out good. And then we moved and went over to the apartment over by Jefferson Estates, and we had like a dining room. It was only 2 bedrooms. Hunter had one, and me and Richard had one. There was like a dining room. Like, it's such a cute place. So we got an L-shaped desk that I made payments on. This thing was like a serious upgrade. The L-shaped desk. It had all the drawers.
It took forever to build.
That was my upgrade. Kind of. It still wasn't what I wanted. I wanted one of those big white um, vanities from IKEA with the lights, the ring lights, and you have in the mirror, and had lights all around it, and the drawers, the organization is just very. It's like the Mercedes. It's like the Lamborghini of vanities, an IKEA desk, in my opinion. But I wasn't. I think it was like $3,000 for one. So I had to go with like the $800 L-shaped desk, which was still an upgrade. We're gonna put this blush on as eyeshadow, but it's hard for me to look in here, so we're just gonna do this. I'll be right back. I want to do more colorful looks as we go, but today I just want to get it done. I just want to do this, get it done. I don't want to get all ready and pretty. This is it. Okay, so let's keep going. So we lived in that apartment, me, Hunter, for it was like a year. We went on vacation. Richard, Hunter, and my nephew, Kevin. Me and Richard weren't really getting along very well living together. It's just like two stubborn people like butting heads. I wanted to raise my kid the way I wanted to, and he couldn't. He wanted to say stuff like tell him when to do dishes. I don't tell my kid what to do. Like, I'm not like, get off there, go do it right now. I'm not that kind of parent. I will be like, okay, 5 minutes, or how long do you need? I kind of work with them because that's what I would want. You treat me with respect, I'll treat you with respect. Respect is earned. Yes, he has to respect me, but if I'm a shitty parent, no, he shouldn't respect me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's some parents that are really crappy and like beat the crap out of their kids and other crazy things. Why should you respect that person? No, I respect him, so I do that. We went on this vacation. It didn't go well, and I moved out whenever we came back, but I didn't have nowhere to go. So I went to my sister's. I didn't want to come back to the house. I felt like it was a step backwards. So I went to stay with my sister until I could find a place. This is also the transition. And let me stop, this was 3 years ago. This was when I transitioned from Unique to pharmacy because I could not live off of what Unique paid me. The first I ever got there was like $2,300, and I would work like 80 hours a week and sell like $10,000 just myself. And my girlfriend was with pharmacy and was talking about she was always winning, always doing so well. So we would talk on the phone, and I was just like, wow, like they just sound a little better. Tried the products. The pay is significantly larger than where I was at with Unique, and it was my first month coming to pharmacy. My check was like 3,400, and like the first month, because I took a chance. I'm like, I need to make enough money to be able to pay rent and live on my own. I can't with like 1,200, 1,500, being a single mom and no child support. So I had to take a big, scary leap that, like, I didn't know if I was gonna, I didn't know what was gonna come from it. People could have gotten pissed and stuff. It could have been a very, very bad outcome, but sometimes those scary decisions end up being the best decision. Okay, and that's what it was for me. So I was with my sister, staying there for about 3 months. Lots of threes here. Lots of threes. Okay, notice that. Keep that in mind, or keep that in the back of your mind. Okay, so I found a place exactly in the town I wanted it, and I was looking. For 3 months, I was looking for somewhere there because I wanted to stay in the school district where Hunter was. So I found a place, and I just took it. I took it, and I shouldn't have took it. It was awful. It was the worst place ever. I could tell you stories. Like, they overcharged me. They said it was 2 bedrooms. No, it was like 3 rooms. And they considered this little like pantry that had no power in it, no electricity, no door. It was just like a closet. They considered that the second room. So basically, I had to turn the kitchen into the kitchen living room instead of 2 separate rooms. I had my living room, my kitchen, so that he could have his own room and I could have my own room. There was like living room, kitchen, his room, my room, and this little pantry room. And they charged me an arm and a leg, and this landlord was the worst landlord I've ever had. And me and her got into it. I'm not a confrontational person at all. I don't want to come, like, it just makes my anxiety a little crazy. But if you come for me, I'm gonna come for you. I ain't gonna sit there and take it. She was wrong. She was very, very wrong. She's one of the people who couldn't tolerate anything. It's a big old Victorian house, had like 4 different apartments in it. So I was like a fourth of it. I should not have been paying $700-800 for my electricity for 3 rooms. The power kept tripping. They had it wired illegally so that it would trip, so that you wouldn't burn the house down, but you couldn't turn nothing on. So to get to the basement, you need to go outside the house all the way around in this creepy ass basement. 3 in the morning in the snow. I did not want to get out of my sleep to get up and do it, because I would wake up to have to go pee. I'd be like, oh my gosh, there's no electricity. And then our heat was electric. I had to go turn it on. So I would leave her like messages in the middle of the night. I had to do it again. I forget her name though. I had to do it again. We'll just call her Barbara. I had to do it again, Barbara. How are you doing right now? You home cozy? Are you warm? Are you in bed? Not me. Not I. I'm outside in the snow, turning on breakers in the middle of the night. And it would keep happening over and over. That's why I was so pissy. So they would say they're fixing it, they wouldn't fix it. It was so cold in this apartment. I would be in there with like a turtleneck on, a hoodie, earmuffs. It was so cold. I had to get the electric heaters everywhere, but I couldn't plug and turn half of them on because it would break the tripper. So after a while, me paying top dollar for a place that I did not feel like it should have been top dollar, and paying so much for electricity, and this place was bad. We had to put plastic. My stepdad put plastic on every single window to try, because they were like cracked. Okay, this place was not. I don't know how they got away with it. Sorry, phone call. I have to call him back. So bear with me. I'm thinking I'm gonna go live over on Facebook for a little bit. Finish this look, and I'll come back to you guys. How's that? I'm kind of I'll spread the love out, maybe. Yeah, we'll do that. We're supposed to get this huge thunderstorm. Like it says, protect your, like it's life threatening, is what they're saying. Like protect your life. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It is so bright. So I'm up to 55 views on my last vlog. We are growing. That's a bag of garbage. I can't. Oh, you want to talk about natural lighting? You don't get no better than this. You don't get no better than this. Hey guys, so we are going to end the vlog right here this week. Thank you so much. Make sure that you subscribe, give this a thumbs up, and turn that notification on. And I will see you next week. Bye.